Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Kamicraft, and I'm over here watching DiiKoj put me to shame. I mean, who would have thought to use those little upper areas and make like a clubhouse out of it? That is awesome. Anyway, so today we're going to be working on the tunnel. I've got some, let's get my inner chest out. We got some supplies ready. I went ahead and pre-dug it out for us, so I didn't have to worry about that later. Swabby gave me a little bit of a hand with that. We were just kind of digging and talking, you know, that relaxing feeling when you just got to mine a bunch of area out. But here we go. So these are going to be our supplies, and we're going to we're going to do a kind of a double track, what Bank did on his, because I really like the idea of one way for going, one way for coming, like we did on the first map. And I think what I'm going to do is, since the space is really 5 wide, because this is technically where our walls are going to go, since the space is 5 wide, I think I'm going to make each little section 7 long, so it gives the illusion that the tunnel is long compared to width. And I think that'll work out real nice. So what I'm going to do real quick, I'm going to edit out that little cough, because, you know, still coughing. And then I'm going to go ahead and do the first 2 sections. The first section really is going to be for the minecart system and the redstone, but I don't have any of that stuff on with me. I think I'm going to save the minecart redstone for last. But I want to get that section done, and we'll get the second section, and then we'll know kind of what it's going to look like all the way. Darn this cough. And then we'll know what it looks like all the way down, and we'll go from there. But before I cough again, I'm going to go ahead and hop off and get to work. We've got some stuff done. So I've got these first 2 panels done, is what I'm calling them. This one's going to house the redstone, so it probably will get changed a little bit. I didn't work any on the outside, because let's face it, DiiKoj is showing everyone up with that guy over there, so I need to think of something good that keeps the nether hub still looking uniform, but at the same time is very custom like DiiKoj did. I mean, his fits in there perfectly, so it keeps the hub looking uniform. He's not having some crazy design. It fits in his box, but at the same time, this just screams DiiKoj's base. But I'm not going to focus on that right now. I think I'm going to save that for the end, because it would be a nice finishing touch, and it gives me some time to think. But as of right now, here's what our walls, ceilings, and everything, they're going to look like. I went ahead and started. I've got this wall pretty much done. I'm saving the wood for last, and basically what I do is I just put all the stone bricks in and then walk down the row and just break random holes in it. And I follow a rule where if you have a flat surface, you need at least 3 different textures. Sorry about that, cough again. So yeah, it's my rule of 3. So if you have a flat surface, you need 3 different textures. And I can kind of explain that right now. So, if this is a flat stone brick wall, I need 3 textures. 1 texture, 2 texture, 3 texture. The cracked stone brick doesn't count as a different texture, because technically it's the same texture as this one. I'm counting this as like a different color. There's not enough change variation and the overall look to consider it a different texture. Now, the 3 texture rule can change depending on depth. So if you're 1 depth, you only need 2 different textures. And if you're 2 depth, you only need 1 texture. Now, this doesn't always count for every little thing, but it's a general idea I follow to kind of give variations to some of my builds. And it really works out well when I'm doing these random walls. I've been forgetting, I've brought some smooth stone to add in here. Again, now giving me a 4th texture. But I feel like these walls are a little too flat even with the 3 texture rule. So, yeah, this is what I'm going to be going. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get all the walls done, all the ceiling done. And then these, well, hello, little guy. I see you, don't hide. You're not the Elytra guy, are you? You're not Dorito. No, he's not. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get this done, which it doesn't look like a lot of work now, but I just got to here. I didn't bother trying to turn the corner. So we've got a good ways to go. I'm going to get all this done, bring you back when we're doing the track and the redstone that's going to be on either end. Alright guys, so the tunnels are done. The tunnel is done all the way. It was a ton of repeating randomness. It's mind-numbing, but Swabby did come and he gave me a hand. He was bored looking for something to do. So I just kept giving him supplies and we knocked this out pretty quick. Basically what we need to do now is 1, try not to cough. 2, come up with the Minecraft, no, I said it again, the minecart stations on this side and that side. And it should hopefully be a little bit easier than I have in past tunnels because this tunnel is kind of small. But we're going to have this side coming in and this side going too. So I'm just figuring out how exactly I would like this to go. I almost made it. I almost made it without coughing. And we use gravel, which is kind of a pain. But this top one right here, where's my box? This top one here is going to need to be a dispenser. Like so. And then a powered rail, which I thought I left in my inventory. And then we should do like this. And we should be good. Now it's just figuring out how to get this. So I think what I'm going to do is put an activator rail maybe right here that'll throw us off. And then I'll have the minecart go a little further like into this area. And then have a cactus in here to break the minecart. And then have it... Ooh, we're getting really close to here. I swear I'm feeling better, but we're getting really close to the ceiling for the mailroom. So this might be a little hard. As Silk Touch, I'll use this. And we'll just go ahead and break these guys. Alright, so I got some more room when I get out of here. Because I need kind of a dropper. We're going to have some funky stuff going on here. And that's because I really want a minecart here all the time. I don't want to have to wait on one to pop up. So I'm going to have a... Where is it? Yeah. A detector rail. Really? I have a detector rail probably like right here. And that's gonna, if you heard my dog, send a redstone signal down. And then to a dropper that's gonna kind of be a holding cell for minecarts. But let me get the redstone in place and then I'll walk you through how it's all gonna work. Try this again. Redstone done. Pretty simple design. I believe it should work. I haven't fully tested it. So our carts that come through here with the activator rail, that'll pop the player out to either one of these sides, or more than likely probably back on the track because it'll be half slabbed. The minecart will continue, hit this cactus. I've got hoppers. I don't know if you can see. Yeah, zoom in here and here. Gotta love Optifine. And then I also have a hopper right here. And then it goes down, follows this way into this dropper here. So this is a dropper elevator, just too tall. Now that dropper elevator will only be accessed when a minecart leaves here and hits this activator rail. So me pushing this button when I'm in a minecart will not activate that guy, which is what I want. I want to move, hit the activator rail, and by that time this rail will be powered off so another minecart doesn't chase me down that way. So let's just go ahead and do some rails. I don't have a minecart on me now, but I've got a shulker box with a bunch of them. So let's test this out. I've got 2 down in here. If I come here, I hit this button, hit the activator rail. What happened? Does it actually... No, this button can't. It really can go that far down. Man. Alright, looks like I'm rethinking stuff. It's a little bit excessive, but it's going to work out well for us. So I pushed the detector rail up one. This was causing a little bit of issue because I needed to move. I put a second dropper here. Now this is acting like a holding cell for our minecarts. And then whenever we hit the activator rail, it'll turn this redstone on, which will push one minecart out of here into a hopper, which will put it into our bottom dropper, which you see I've got the item elevator set up here, which will then push a minecart to the top. Now we could test that out with, you can see nothing in there. Shouldn't be anything in the one below it. Now we look, there we go. And now there's a minecart always waiting and ready. We should just have one less in here, which we do. So it worked out perfectly. Now I'm gonna copy this and build it down on that side of my base. Sorry, weird cut. I was in the middle of coughing on the ride, but yeah, here's the tunnel. It's not a long ride at all. It's actually worth taking the Nether now, especially that we have this beautiful area to look at. One thing I did change in between scenes was, if you look over at the polar bear exhibit we did last episode, I couldn't figure out what to do with the top, and I mentioned maybe just kind of carrying what Bank did up here around, and I've done that. So now we have magma blocks behind black. I chose black because we didn't use black anywhere else. So I thought that was a kind of a good way to distinguish that this section was different than all the other sections. And let's see, 1, 2, 3 polar bears. They're all kind of, I haven't really seen them leave this corner since we put them in here. One every once in a while goes out, but for the most part they kind of stay there. Anyways, oh yeah, at the end of the episode I've got to show this tunnel off. This is amazing. But for now, we're going to come over here. Oh, guys on the server know I'm recording. I guess they're wanting to know. But yeah, so we're going to go ahead and decorate this top part like my balcony. So give me a minute and I'm going to go ahead and get this kind of dug out and prepped for what we're going to do. And more random coughing. Awesome. So what I'm going to do is just kind of place these guys a little like that. And that random cut was before my dog, because she decided to get up and like shake right behind me. Of course, I've been told you guys don't really hear my dog, but trust me, she makes a ton of noise and always does it right after I hit that record button. But so what we're gonna do is we're gonna kind of stick these leaves up above, even though I don't think you'll ever be able to see right here. Didn't want that to happen. I'm kind of hitboxes. Let's do this. Really, hitboxes? You're gonna be mean? We'll just break you. That right there. Put that back. There we go. And you know what? I don't want this here because I want to put some more leaves. Like that. I actually want to carry these down a little bit. I'll answer Andy here in a second. Yeah, so maybe something like this. How's it look from here? It doesn't look too good. I need more leaves. Or leaves. I don't know why I'm saying it like that. Like, lately I say words are hard, but lately words have been extremely hard for me. I am not understanding it. But yeah, you know what? Let's just do something like that. We'll come out here in the back and we'll just make it carried back behind this wall. We'll do something like that. Maybe something there. No, I meant right here. Like this. Now let's see what that looks like. Much better. And if we do the random pattern on the walls, it should look 100 times better. So I recorded like 6 minutes of me talking to realize I didn't hit the record button, because that's how smart I am. Anyways, what I did in that time was put this guy in here, which was a little tricky because of that shared wall. We've got our statue of Duds here. And it sits on the redstone, so we don't have to worry about anything spawning up here. That's why all this redstone's here. It's just to keep spawns from pigmen down, because pigmen aren't affected by light levels, or at least not that I've seen. So we wanted to definitely use redstone here, and I'm gonna try to can I get away with it here again. If I break this guy, yeah, see, that's open area. So what I did was I broke the block behind it and put a lever. Now I don't have any levers on me right now. I'm gonna have to go get... Oh no, I actually have wood and cobble here. Sweet. So we'll do that. We'll do this. And now how did I do it over here? Oh, I just put it on the magma block. So we'll break this guy behind it. And jump up there, grab that, because I don't want to lose any of it. Place this right here. And get to crafting some sticks. Because, you know, I am super prepared all the time. And 1, 2. That should be all we need. Let's throw that anywhere we like. Break that because we don't need that there, like this. Bingo bongo. And we really should be able to do that. There we go. We just put our beacon in and bam, our light pillars are done. I think this whole area up here is done actually. Let's hop down and take a look. Not break the ow, the quartz block next to it. I don't understand how that stuff breaks weirdly sometimes. Clear inventory. I never like holding stuff in my hands when I'm trying to look at other things. It's weird. Oh man, yeah, that is awesome. And again, I am really sorry if this sounds like a whirlwind. If it does sound like a whirlwind, guess what? I'm gonna have to tear all this stuff down and re-record it because I'm not gonna like hearing that in software. And I don't think you guys should have to hear it either. So yeah, looks awesome. I'm gonna put some stuff away, maybe do a couple finishing touches, and bring you guys back. I hate coughing. I'm still coughing, and every time I do, it adds another clip to my thing. So I'm going through like tons of clips. So, oh, you really can see up there. Oh, that's kind of dumb. It's not that big of a bother. Maybe I'll get up there and place a leaf near it or something to kind of... Anyways, we're done. This is it. This is the tunnel. I went ahead and added some black panes in all the corners. I didn't go all the way up. I probably should have gone all the way up. But these corners were just kind of sea lanterns down here, and it felt a little plain. So I thought, why not make a vertical tower of these guys? I just kind of stopped where this is all the way around. Yeah, anyway, so... yeah, maybe I should have taken those all the way up. Maybe I'll do that here in a little bit. But I've got my project box out because we've got some goodies for Rena on the server. She fell to her death. This is like a couple deaths this week, so she's having a rough time. And I happen to run an armory shop. These aren't going to be OP things, but one of the things that happen when I'm enchanting armor is I get a lot of duplicates or a lot of armor that just isn't got the proper enchants I'm looking for. So I thought it would be a good idea to donate those to her, and we can kind of come see where she's stationed for now. Her and J-Man are like really close together. I think they have a tunnel between their bases. So yeah, let's just head down her little path right here. We'll drop off some goodies at her base. She might actually be here. She is. Let's try to be sneaky. We will plop it. Oh, I bet you she's gonna hear this. So we're gonna grab everything out of here. Place a chest right here. And then dump everything in here. I'm sorry, I don't have any arrows. So you have to kind of supply yourself with arrows. Sorry about that. From that's there we go. That's in there. We're gonna break our box and sneak out. Surprise delivered. I hope you enjoy it. Let's go this way. Here we go. What does this say actually? Tunnel theme, siege. Now what's really cool about his base, or his tunnel, is it's got two paths. You can either take the railway or the walking path. Now walking path is all good and stuff, but come on. It's us. We're gonna take this way. The only problem is when people leave minecarts here, you kind of bounce back and you have to ride it again the other direction, and since they aren't powered, it's really weird. So we're gonna come over here, and this is one fun ride. Of course, actually the only problem with your tunnel is it's all spawnable, so pigmen do kind of find their way onto the tracks every once in a while. I mean, just look at the detail, especially down there. And we're not even to like the fun part yet. That's it. That's the way down to his tunnel. Oh, and this thing's freaking out. So the way up is, this first part's a little dizzying, so I'm probably gonna cut here and bring you guys back when we get to the top. Alright, we're nearing the top, and I just want to mention, I mean, look at all the detail that was put into this. That's got to be something. But, I mean, we forget, this is the Nether. It's not like he dug out a mountainside and put this in here. He had to place all these blocks, which is just insane. Man. One heck of a tunnel. And this should be the start. Yep, here we go. Let's go ahead and break this minecart for him. Put it back in the chest. Awesome tunnel, X-Man. Alright guys, so I figured I'd ended up here in the front of the tunnel, in front of my statue here. But I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. This episode was a lot of fun. I know it's the second episode working in the Nether, but it is something that is really different. So I wanted to go ahead and get these tunnels done to make the Nether hub feel finished, because even though we just got done building the main hub, a lot of the tunnels are open spots, and we wanted to make sure everyone knows, hey, it's time, you can go ahead and build your tunnels to your bases and everything. But yeah, I really had fun doing this episode. I hope you had a lot of fun watching it, and I can't wait for the next one. As always guys, have a good one. See ya.